despite facing heavy rainfall on Thursday, protesters from the Democracy Hub group remain unwavering in their determination to voice their concerns about what they perceive as economic mismanagement by the government. Now, the protests, which began in the morning, aimed to reach the Jubilee House, but their path was obstructed by a substantial presence of police officers at the 37 military hospital. Now, undeterred, the group endured hours of exposure to the elements as they occupy the major road, taking turns to recount their personal experiences of the hardship faced in the country. Fred Duho has more.
Today is the day 2 of the Democracy Hub protest or picketing that is intended to send some strong signals to the government over some alleged mismanagement and alleged theft that is ongoing in the current government. And they believe that they want to gather at the 37 lorry station and then proceed to the Jubilee House, where they will send a message to the President of the Republic. The very first day was met with some brute force from the police service, and that did not really go well. A number of them, numbering about 50, were detained in police cells and later released in the night. But all of them are showing up gradually, and surprisingly enough, a number of celebrities, musicians, comedians are also turning up to throw their support and to add their voice to the Democracy Hub's intended protest to send a signal to the government about the current ills in society. And they believe that this is the only way the Ghanaian youth will be liberated or gain some level of freedom from the current circumstances that is taking place. Now, as we speak, the leader of the protest, being Oliver Bakavomawo, is leading his men and women to one location here right in front of the 37 station, and they have sound system mounted in a truck where they are going to be playing music, and it will be blaring loud in some speakers.
All of us who were arrested, our devices have been taken away from there. We've not been able to communicate with each other since yesterday. My phones, my house keys, my car keys, all of them are still being detained, as well as everybody. This morning I heard on radio that apparently the Inspector General of Police said he was meeting protesters. Nobody has reached out to me. I'm hearing this on radio for the first time. But I will be clear, and I've sought advice of my lawyers on this. I have zero interest in speaking or engaging with an IGP who continues to prosecute me. There are 4 prosecutions against me as I speak today. An IGP, when even the British High Commissioner tweeted that you are following my case with interest, released a 7-page letter claiming that I was a coup plotter who was looking to overthrow the government. What conversation do we have to say to each other? He's part of the systemic oppression of Ghanaians. And I'm not interested in any photo op that would create an impression that all is fine with this democracy. It is not.
Their children matter. The future of their children matter. They matter. So they should come out here and support us, because, Chale, Ghana is not just for me, it's not just for you, it's for all of us. And if Ghana gets better, it's better for our future and the generation that comes after us.
We need change. Things need to be right. We need to make sure that things are going right. The corruption is too much. The arrogance is too much. So many things are going wrong, and we need the right things to be done.
There is this understanding that a number of opposition parties will take advantage of this happening and then capitalize on it just to advance their own cause.
I don't think this is an opposition party or any opposition or a group of opposition parties doing. I think it is what the citizens are asking for. It has nothing to do with, NDC. It has nothing to do with CPP or PNC or any other political party. It has everything to do with Ghana and the change that people are seeking to have.
The day 2, according to the protesters, is totally about education. They want to use this opportunity and convey certain messages on placards and educate citizens about their rights. Now you see on the ground a number of placards with several inscriptions on them, some indicating that as we speak, Ghana is a crime scene. Fix the country. And some say new constitution for a new generation. And we need an independent judiciary. Fix the country. The buck stops with the president. We have Ex gratia is a violence on the people. Fix the country. What are you doing by the roadside with this placard?
and protested.
Protesting against what exactly?
We want a better life. We are not asking like our leaders to give us heaven, right? We just want to survive. We want the systems to work. That's why we are here.
The protesters are now making their way to the Jubilee House, the seat of the president, to protest and send a message to the president as to what they think must be done right in the country. A number of them we've spoken to have indicated that the country doesn't seem to favor young men and women who are in their prime, ready to work for the development of this nation. They feel that if indeed a country would have to progress, certain things must be put right. It is obvious now that the police won't allow the protesters to go beyond the 37 military hospital, even not close to the Jubilee House, as they were demanding in their request. But literally, they've been here ensuring that no protester actually abuses the law, and the police are there in their number to enforce law and order. Now, the protesters, they've also taken seats on the floor on this street and educating one another and even citizens that are passing by about their fundamental human rights. And that is what they say the essence of today's protest was going to be.
So much powers have been given to the president, and the president is abusing his powers. And we want to serve a strong warning as young people of the Republic that the police service, they're supposed to help us to redeem this government. But so far as they don't want to help us, the young people of this country will repudiate the corrupt regime of Akufo-Addo.
Some lawyers, in particular Martin Pebu, has also been adding his voice to the protest.
We are demonstrating against the corruption. We are demonstrating against the corruption of President Akufo-Addo and his government. You see the money in Cecilia Dapae's house. You see, that's just a tip of the iceberg. That's why we are here to demonstrate against the corruption. That's why I say, look, OSP has to search all the ministers. OSP must search all the ministers and President Akufo-Addo, because what is happening in Cecilia Dapae's house is just a tip of the iceberg. We can't take it anymore. Look, some people live on 24 Ghana cedis a day. About 3 million Ghanaians live on 24 Ghana cedis a day. That is too low. How much can 24 Ghana cedis buy? What can it buy?
I was just listening to the news yesterday, and I heard that Ghana is bankrupt. I just have a few questions. Is Ken Ofori-Atta bankrupt? Is Akufo-Addo bankrupt? I don't think they are bankrupt. How did Ghana become bankrupt? I believe it's through mismanagement. I saw what COVID funds were used for. I'm friends with politicians and I see what is going on. We must change our ways.
So the protesters are defying the rains and they are staying in here. The media personalities, the journalists, I would say, are equally in the rain with them, as well as the police. We are all in the rain, basically following up on this particular protest. They said they are going nowhere until the police pave the way for them to make their way to the Jubilee House. Now you see them playing music and dancing right in the rain. They are doing this for Mother Ghana, and essentially this is the message they want to drive home today, being the second day of the protest. My name is Fred Duho reporting for Citi News.